The scene is the Chicago police station interrogation room. To the left, we see a familiar fedora and trench coat of the famous foe of foul play, Phillip Penguin. To the right is his stalwart friend and mentor, Lieutenant Monster. They're both staring into the beady eyes of Willie The Weasal Williams. He's handcuffed and sweating under the hot lights. What he's not doing, though, is answering any of the questions put to him by a frustrated pair of crime fighters.
We got the goods on you, Weasel. If you don't want to go down for that Brinks job alone, you'd better tell us who your two partners were.
Look, Willie, you've been sweating it out under the hot lights for 3 hours. Why don't you do yourself a favor and speak up? Then maybe we can cut you a deal.
Blow it out your hat, Monster. This Weasel don't squeal. There's such a thing as loyalty, you know.
Yeah, you mean like the loyalty your pal showed you when I arrived on the scene? I caught you red-handed with the stolen goods, but then they took one gander at me and hightailed it out of there, leaving you holding the bag. So much for friendship.
Stuff it, copper. I ain't gonna bend, see? Without them, you got nothing on me.
You sure about that, Willie?
You're just a lot of hot air. And a toy badge. Ugh.
Why, for 2 cents I'd...
Just as Phil draws back to punch, Lieutenant Monster grabs his arm, saying,
Now, Phil, none of that. Watch the rough stuff.
Lieutenant Monster then takes the angry bird out of the room and out of Willie's earshot. But it doesn't prevent them from hearing his taunts as they leave.
There you go. 2 heroes stymied by 1. Me.
Outside the door, a dejected Lieutenant Monster sighs aloud.
I'm licked. Hot lights, hunger, thirst, deals, nor threats. Nothing works on this mug. You know, I thought when you caught him with the goods no less, it would be easy as pie to nab the rest of his gang.
He's a tight-lipped rat, all right. But there's gotta be a way to break him. I just, walloping whitefish. It's been staring me right in the beak this whole time. Nobody can resist those.
What is it? You onto something?
I'll tell you on the way to the blower. I gotta put a call through to my gal pal, London.
15 minutes later, a self-assured Phillip Penguin swaggers into the interrogation room. Willie is sitting in his chair, enjoying a glass of chocolate milk.
I see you got that drink I had sent in for you.
If you think a little cow juice will make this weasel into a stool pigeon, you got another thing coming, Chilly Willy. Go, 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 go.
What's it gonna take to get you to talk, Weasel?
More than what you got, Peeper.
I wouldn't bank on that, Pally.
Just then, Lieutenant Monster enters with a plate full of Hostess fruit pies.
Soup's up, Phil.
What's that you brought in? It smells, delicious.
It's a real shame you ain't answered our questions yet there. Or maybe you could join us in our little, feast.
Those ain't the real thing. This is a trick. It's gotta be.
Are you out of your mind? I mean, with this light, flaky crust and real fruit filling, what else could it be?
Willie's mouth begins to water as Lieutenant Monster displays the tasty treats.
I see apple, peach, and my favorite, cherry. Oh, this just ain't fair.
Life's full of tough choices.
Slowly, Phil and Lieutenant begin to unwrap the fantastically fruity pastries as Willie struggles with his taste buds and desires.
Oh, I can smell the sweet, sweet pies from here. Oh. How much can one rodent take?
Too bad you can't taste them.
Hey, Cookie, pass me the cherry, will ya?
That's it. I can't stand it anymore. Martin strove to get away car, and Billy Badger Barber planned the whole thing. Now, hand me that delicious red pie. Ooh.
Monster bolts from the room to have Willie's criminal conspirators picked up. And Phil hands the hungry rodent a cherry fruit pie.
Don't feel bad about spilling your beans. After all, what animal could stand up to the overpowering flavor of Hostess fruit pies?
Yum, yum, yum. Oh, you get a big delight in every bite of Hostess fruit pies. Oh, yes. Yum, 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 yum.